In India, about 87% of all surface water are contaminated by feces, and this is because people are so used to shitting next to the river or the roadside, or dumping it into the river after they collect it. So once you do that, you don't get clean drinking water, bath water, and sometimes you do religious rites in the river, but you're actually doing it in the sewer. It transmits diseases, it kills the fish, it creates all kinds of problems. And if we don't pay attention at all and we don't talk about it because it's so embarrassing, this just can't go on. Unless you make the toilet as important as a cell phone, something that they aspire to have, something that is clean, beautiful, necessary, a status symbol, an object of desire, and something they understand is really good for them, not just rationally but emotionally, then it will work. If you were to just go rationally, it might not work. Because why does a person buy a cell phone? He buys it because he can communicate, but more than that, if he doesn't have a cell phone, it looks bad. It looks like, oh, you don't have a cell phone? If we were to take that same psychology into toilets and sanitation, it can happen. But it must not be smelly. It must not be dark. It must not be dirty. It must be accessible. It must be something they can be proud of. And this is not difficult to do. It must be affordable. Maybe about the same price as the cell phone, $30, $40. And once you're able to position that, then a lot of marketing is needed. I think the way going forward is to make it an object that people will be jealous with. Jealousy is important, like I have toilet and you don't have, ha ha ha. Those kind of marketing are very useful. Are you a filial child? Are you letting your grandparents go out in the rain at night in the bush, risking to be bitten by a snake? Are you this kind of a person? Those kind of emotional marketing are very critical. Unlike philanthropy to focus on building the capacity of people to help themselves, you see, charity can sometimes be destructive. When you give somebody something, you create dependency. If you train somebody to help themselves, it's so much better. Charity sometimes works like that. It says, prove to me that you are useless, helpless, hopeless, and I, the generous, will come down to your level and give you something. You incentivize the person to behave in a way that he's helpless. Incentivizing helplessness is a very bad thing to do. You have to incentivize the person to help himself. Ask a different question. Prove to me that you are willing to learn to help yourself, and I'll teach you. But I won't give you anything. I'll just give you knowledge. And whatever you need to facilitate, you can always borrow from microfinance or from relatives. You have to invest, you have to take risks, you have to work hard, you have to learn. And if you are willing to do that, I'm here for you. So I think philanthropy can empower people by paying for the trainers.